TV producer Andy Cohen admitted Meghan Markle, 41, was gleeful when she had to remind him the pair had met twice before the former actress became royalty. The Watch What Happens Live, WHHL, host, 54, appeared on an episode of Archetypes last month, during which he introduced himself to her, saying it was nice to meet her, only for the Duchess to happily remind him that they'd actually met twice in the past. Bethany Frankel, 52, addressed the pair's conversation in a recent episode of her Just Be podcast, sharing that she respected Meghan's move. During the Archetypes podcast, the interaction between Meghan and Andy unfolded at the start of their interview, when the TV host told the Duchess it was nice to meet her, only for her to reply, "It's good to see you. I've met you before, but you'll never remember it." Andy was shocked he had previously met the former actress, but she explained they first met at a Bravo event and added she was a huge fan of The Real Housewives executive producer. "I was so eager to be on your show, because I was such a Housewives fan at the time, and I just couldn't get booked," Andy, Meghan said, before quipping, "So, thanks for being here with me." She then noted the pair met a second time when she attended a WHHL taping with her Suits co-star Gabriel Macht. However, the Duchess wasn't a guest on the hit show. Bethany has addressed the pair's chat and remarked it was a gotcha moment for Meghan. Speaking on the Just Be podcast, December 6, the former Real Housewives of New York star commented, Andy Cohen went on to Meghan Markle's Archetypes podcast, which was interesting and a great get for him. "I actually respected what she said in a kind of gotcha way to Andy." Bethany went on, "Number one, I respected that Meghan Markle said to Andy Cohen that we've met twice before. He said, 'Nice to meet you.' And she said, 'We've met twice before.' And he was like, 'Oh, my God, am I being set up for failure now? God knows what I've done.' She said, 'I tried to go on your show and you wouldn't have me on. But it was a thing I could relate to, where now you're successful and you're thinking about the people who told you that you would never make it. Ha. Look at me now.' There's a little bit of that, but also she's not stupid. She might have felt that he might bring up the show and that she was declined and turned down." Jane Fonda shares cancer update as she stops treatment. Latest Sir Mick Jagger, 79, pops out for pint at London pub with brother. Pictures. James Martin issues health update after undergoing knee surgery. Andy later admitted that rejecting the former actress on appearance was the biggest blunder in the 13 years of the show, adding that he'd now be begging for her to come on the program. Bethany mused, "I don't know why that would be a blunder for Watch What Happens Live. It's like saying I didn't have a tarot reader or a crystal ball to know I'm going from opening briefcases on Deal or No Deal to Suits, not a massive show, and then you marry into the royal family and become this infamous person." The Skinny Girl founder finished, "It's just an accidental blunder. I respect her for saying you blew me off. But she also had a kind of gotcha moment. It was kind of like, look at me now. It was funny. She does shade a little. I can respect it. She's got a podcast. Got to get the numbers. I found the whole interaction so funny." Andy recently addressed his appearance on Archetypes podcast and admitted Meghan was gleeful when she had to remind him they had met twice before. In an episode of his Sirius XM show Andy Cohen Live, he said, "I just have to say, I get why she left that in. I thought that was so interesting." He added, "First of all, you never know who you meet in a day. But listen, I didn't become a duchess obviously. I became an old queen talk show host.